Thanks for joining us. Right now, we are just under 2 hours until the end of the legislative session. And for the first time since 2013, a special session will not be needed to fund our state.
But lawmakers are still meeting right now on some other bills that they want to get done. We have team coverage tonight from the Capitol, beginning with our political reporter, John Croman, with a look at where things stand. John?
You know, it's truly remarkable. By 6 o'clock tonight, they had all the budget bills done, everything they need to get done to avoid a special session. After that, it's just been extras, kind of the frosting on the session cake, if you will, starting with a $2.6 billion bonding bill. That's public works construction projects across the state. That's we're talking about something that's been on hold for 3 years, and now these projects are going to be unleashed in large and small cities and get rolling. Now, we call them bonding bills because they require borrowing, and that requires a 3/5 majority vote. So they had to get Republican votes to pass this bill. To get those votes, the Democrats agreed to $300 million in direct aid to nursing homes across the state. That all got done tonight here.
Our people, regardless of political persuasion, expect clean water and good roads.
When we look at that project, they literally were using duct tape to tape some of their pipes to make sure that the building could function.
And now you're all going to get bombarded with a lobbyist from every city across the state asking for something that we at the state level should not be paying for.
That's Kurt Doubt, the House Republican minority leader or former minority leader, saying that they shouldn't be paying for police and fire stations, which are also in this bill. Now, the other big development here tonight at the Capitol is that nurse staffing bill you've heard so much about. Well, they realized they did not have the votes to get it through the Senate, so they came up with a watered down version of that bill, which will basically require hospitals to report violence and keep track of staffing issues, report that to the state.
That bill has died, and I'm heartbroken.
And this legislation is going to take us one step closer in pursuit of our efforts to retain our skilled nurses to care for our loved ones in hospitals across the state of Minnesota.
It's going to be a big deal. But I hope that looking forward, we can build the camaraderie that the nurses feel toward their patients working with the administration, because it should be a team.
Now, you may recall that there was a carve-out for the Mayo in the original bill. Well, that carve-out went away when the bill was reduced and the staffing stuff was taken out of it. So everybody's on board. Jim Abler, you heard from there, said the hospital association said they're fine with this new version of the bill. But the House is still working on that tonight. It's going to be the last bill in the House. The Senate already finished. They wrapped up about 10 minutes ago. They're done. The Senate is done until next February. Back to you.
All right, John, thank you so much. Republicans are denouncing all the massive new spending passed this session and the $1 billion in tax increases and fees, saying the increases will negate any sort of credit certain families will receive from tax rebate checks. As for those one-time rebate checks, they are part of the massive tax bill that's waiting for Governor Walz' signature. The state says as long as the governor signs the bill, if you qualify, you can expect the money in early fall. It'll range anywhere from $260 to $1,300. How much you get depends on whether you're single or married, how much you make, and how many kids you have.